zapiszę i lecimy z koksem.
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion. It's good to have you here.
What choice do we have? All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than
Będziemy
ideal,
robić chyba
my
wszystkie
influence is
zadanka, nie?
limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly
czemu
adequate
nie?
career as a chief officer. Provincial
Później
capital
zobaczymy,
too.
ale na początku wszystkie.
Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a Pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is.
O kurde.
Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
No nie.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce
To
and
jest jakaś
support each
taka
other. The
typiczna
Nexus
do
is
wszystkiego.
Citadel. Not headed by Tan. Or even me.
Dobra.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Dobra. Lecimy dalej. Gdzieś niżej. Gdzieś niżej coś na mnie czeka. No ładnie to wygląda, zobaczcie. Nie no, jest moc. Jest moc. Ja nie gram na najwyższych ustawieniach, ale... tak jest zajebiście.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we've found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it
Plaga.
is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
Już nie wierzę, byli
An
lepsi.
artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found
Będę mógł
scattered
pogadać
around the
jeszcze z
cluster.
tamtymi, bo jak
They'll
chcę.
do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
6 planet.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others,
Dobra.
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
they're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that. Ah!
Something wrong?
Ryder,
No.
please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Dobra. Czyli tutaj to jest ta misja główna. Okej. Ale ja chcę... O, sojusznicy, zaginione arki. Ja chcę zadanie dodatkowe. To chyba wszedłem przez przypadek.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
Na początek dużo questów odbierzemy, nie?
Although I
Wiadomo.
understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of
Kurde,
thousands
ta
of
emocjonalna
colonists
wersja jest
are
jakaś
unaccounted
dziwna.
for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Dobra.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arcs. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Why
Salarianie.
don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant
No,
species.
zajebiste.
Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts.
No,
What if they
Kroganie
bring
są
their
gdzieś...
tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Kurde, serio? Później pogadam.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Dobra, jeszcze z tobą mogę. Tego na razie nie chcę. To chcę.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
O, i tu sobie przełączam. To spoko.
everyone can hear you, right? Yes.
Ile tu jest ludzi? Każdy można pogadać, nie? O.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
What's the word on the Tyrian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the
O
Nexus.
kurde.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Dobra.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
No i ciekawe. Muszę coś sprawdzić. Zaginione arki, okej. Zrozpaczona Turianka.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps, but... You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the
Oh, the
Scourge
hardcore.
flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
All personnel, the
Jeszcze został mi ten kroganin.
security is on high
Jakaś
alert.
Turianka. No jest epicko. Na razie sobie questy odbieramy. Ogarniamy, co tu się dzieje. O, jest.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
No
You haven't
właśnie.
spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to
Jest
remind
pierwszy.
him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's
się nie lubią.
assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jian Garson, was killed.
Garson?
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Masakra.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it.
No nie, jeszcze
I'm
z
hoping
Turianami.
that's all in the past. Plenty of blame
Się
to go
chyba nikt nie
around,
lubi.
but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Dobra, fajnie, tego lubię.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
Cash poszedł. Zadania dodatkowe już nie mam. Informacje. To informacji też nie ma. Więc idziemy do głównej bazy. Na początku. Dobra, nie było aż tak tego dużo. Ale będę się starał w miarę rozmawiać, tylko nie chcę aż takich drobnostek wam pokazywać, bo to już jest troszkę zbyt wiele. Chyba że będziecie chcieli wszystko, no to dajcie znać.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
No, masakra. Ja nie lubię.
Yeah. Meeting Addison was interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do. And you're doing fine.
I appreciate it.
I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
Dobra,
I
stateczek
still need to
będzie.
head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Pewnie. Gdzie mam to zadanie? Masakra jest. Masakra jest z tymi zadaniami na początku. Ale będzie oczywiście dużo więcej, więc spoko. Aha, nie przypisałem umiejętności. Luzik. Ja zawsze oszczędzam punkt. Dopóki się nie robi ciężko, ja naprawdę oszczędzam. Gdzie będzie ta siostra? jest? O, tu z tym się gada. Dobra, chyba tu coś ogarniemy. Idziemy prosto. Żebym sprawdził tu. Fajnie.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted. That log is inaccessible at this time.
O kurde, to tu można...
Dunn's agreed to a
To tu
scouting mission
można
on Habitat 7.
sobie odszyfrować te dzienniki. Ciekawe jak.
I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. Tapera says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which
Ja.
brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out.
Oj dobra, odczytamy to sobie.
I hope you'll understand. Sam, this is a reminder about Dr.
Liara?
She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years
Kto
back.
pamięta Liarę?
She's got experience studying ancient
Ja
cultures.
pamiętam.
Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sisters mentioned Dr. Tassoni, an expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto data
No,
pads.
będą smaczki.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you
Tak,
contacted
to jest
me.
Liara.
Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari,
Jaka niebieska.
and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful.
Dobra,
Hello,
fajne.
Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Ciekawe, czy ją spotkamy.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting
Zajebiście.
thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
Jak to się rozwinie, nie? Nie, no świetne. Na razie, jak na RPG, i tak dobrze się rozwija.
That log is inaccessible at this time.
Okej. Nie ma co.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First
Normandia.
Continental War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times. The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy
Normandia, ten
designing
stateczek, to
you,
jest jakaś figurka
needed the
kolekcjonerska.
caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a being.
Ale fajne, dobra,
And now you
wchodzimy.
know what humility feels like.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
O kurde.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required.
Zajebiście.
Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
Ciekawe.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the
Zajebiście.
world.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
Ja.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed.
Okej.
Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more
No
questions,
właśnie tam byłem.
ship awaits.
Czyli z czasem to się odblokuje, tak? Chyba samoistnie. Oż ty w mordę. Żołnierz i szturmowiec mamy. Szturmowiec ranga pierwsza, inżynier. Zablokowany, tak? I mamy szturmowca. Włącz profil. Profile. Okej. Ale super. To są zablokowane. Muszę zainwestować punkty w walkę. Tutaj w technologię. Okej. Ja mam trochę punktów, nie? Wyposażenie. Ej, wyposażenie tu jest. Karabiny szturmowe. Mamy strzelbę. Aha, to tą strzelbę wziąłem. Dobra, super, super, naprawdę super. Okej. Umiejętności. No mamy 6 punktów, czyli gdzieś bym mógł to zainwestować. Ale robimy tego szturmowca. Włącz profil. No jest. Idź do swojego statku. Aha, tu mamy tak na ramieniu. Znajdź sposób. To jest takie zadanko jakieś dodatkowe? Tajemnice. Wyzwalaczy wspomnień rozsianych po całym świecie. Okej. Informacje. To będzie ciężko, ale będę się pytał. I tu idziemy do naszego statku. To sobie zapiszę. Dobra, idziemy do naszego statku. No ale na razie zajebiście. Naprawdę zajebiście. Gdzie jest nasz statek? Może tu? Może gdzieś tu. Kolejką trzeba jechać. Ale super. Naprawdę super. What the fuck? A, tutaj, do doku. I tu możemy od razu sobie wybrać miejsca. Dobra, sorry. Nie zauważyłem.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks and looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style.
Będzie pojaździk, Mako? On tu się chyba będzie nazywał Nomad, nie?
They call her the Tempest.
Tempest. Aha, Tempest ten. Nomad to będzie ten mały. No, jest to teczek. Tempest. Epicko. Założę.
Let's go take a closer look.
Zajebiście.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late.
14 miesięcy spóźnień.
So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra next. Initiative
Vetra?
Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and
Oh, dobra.
everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Vetra.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Coś tu nie gra z nią.
You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask.
O
And right now,
kurde.
you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Kurianka, nie? Jest Tempest.
Finally, someone who cares about
Inicjacja.
doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Zapiąć pasy. O, super, super.
Everything's
Mamy
state of the
wreszcie
art.
stateczek.
Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah, glad to see you looking well.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
Gil.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey.
Okej.
We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Ja chcę mieć tą
Welcome
zbroję
aboard, Sam.
Sheparda.
And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
It's really gonna be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Zajebioza, już się nie mogę doczekać. Ale
Better
wiecie
head to the
co?
bridge when we're ready to go.
Tutaj sobie skończymy. To jest prawdopodobnie 4. odcinek, jeśli wszystko poszło zgodnie z planem.
Make vid calls from the central table or just get the crew together.
Okej. I tutaj sobie zakończymy. Widzimy się następnym razem. Łapki w górę dawajcie pod każdym odcinkiem. Piszcie komentarze, jak wam się podoba, czy sami gracie, czy tylko oglądacie. Ale jest moc. Naprawdę fajna przygoda przed nami na długie godziny. Także zostańcie i do zobaczenia. Hej, hej.